Okay, you all, if you haven't checked out my last video, please make sure you do that. I appreciate all your clicks, views, likes, subscribes, and shares. Don't forget, help me grow. I appreciate you. And then also, before we get started, let's go ahead and, I had to get that green juice in because my health is important.
And I'm just going to talk about some small things. And this is for more of the newbies that have joined my channel. Confidence you need. Gonna get you some locks because the confidence is gonna fall. I have been in the water, beach water, experiencing how my hair is coming out of the lock. Cutting this, I can't stand it. So at first I wasn't putting any oil, and then I'm like, I'm black. The main thing, drink plenty of water. Make sure that your water game is so tight. If you get them too small, you are going to experience on your edges, it's going to pull your edges. I'm telling you, as it starts to grow and it gets longer, that weight, it's going to pull your edges. Hello everyone, good morning, welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you are true, you all. I just wanted to do a quick video. Today I said I'm taking my braids out, so I have like a little braid out, and I was just gonna do it. And I said, you know what, why not let me just make a full video out of it, a full short video, just so you all could see once I finish the braid out. And I'm just gonna talk about some small things. And this is for more of the newbies that have joined my channel. Yeah, so if you're interested, stay tuned, guys. All right, so welcome back and good morning. All right, so hopefully your morning is going good. It's morning here. By the time you're watching this, I don't know if it's gonna be morning, noon, or night, but good morning, good evening, or good night, okay? Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this. I have a couple of notes here. So just a couple quick like lock tips I wish to share. In some videos, I have talked about these already, but once again, you may have not seen that video. And for you all that have, hey, it's just a reminder, right? So I braided my hair, well, I washed my hair like 2 weeks ago. And I always put these on the end of them because I don't want the ends to unravel. And it's easier because I don't want to braid it all the way down. And then it's harder to get it undone, or it takes longer, not harder, all right? So that's why I use these. I also want to talk about just some little like pieces on my edges that have come off. I have been in the water, beach water, so I'm sure they kind of hit a couple little rough patches, but my little curly tips, just hard for you all to see. So some of those have came off. I've also been, I talked about in the last video, experiencing how my hair is coming out of the lock and I don't like it. And you know what? People say don't cut it. Guess what, girl? I got the scissors. I'm cutting this. I can't stand it. Like, I'm cutting that. They said that the strength of the lock isn't as strong anymore if you start cutting the hair out or whatever, but that was just a little bit. It was not a lot. I couldn't stand it. Like, it just keeps sticking up, and probably before this is over, or when I'm finished recording, I would probably cut more. All right, let's also talk about some old locks that I found. Some old locks and what you can do with them. I mean old. So I tied this together because I'm gonna use it as a ponytail holder. And so I tied it together, and I'm just gonna cut those ends off. So when it's around my head, I need to cut it a little more. And I probably shouldn't have cut that much, but yeah. Oh no, it's tight. Okay, yeah.
So as you all can see here, coming up, I will just be using my own hair. So my own locked hair as my own rubber band, so to say. So you will see me take the locks, go around my hair, whether it be in a ponytail or what. I tie a little bow.
Good,
and yeah.
So I'm fine. And then I'm just going to be taking this when I want to get my hair out of the way and just tying it. You see how I did that? That's it. All right, so typically you want to reattach if you can. Remember, these are old locks that I found, so I figure I'm not going to throw them away. People say you can bury them, bury, however you say it. But that's my thing that today I decided to do with the ones that I found. All right, so let's go ahead and get into taking this hair down. And while I'm taking it down, we are going to talk about a couple things. I feel like Jean G, which is a YouTuber, she talks about her locks and her lifestyle and things like that. She's typically in the bathroom, and she does these 360s, and I just love them because she always has to turn around and show us the back. And sometimes that is important because I know people like me, I be wanting to see, like, because you know the front be looking right, but what that back looking like, let me see. And she always does this 360, so I appreciate it. If you haven't checked her channel out, Jean G, Jeang is her name. And she's an encouraging YouTuber, very positive woman. So she's my YouTube sister for sure. YouTube sis. I have an older sister that watched the video and she said, "Your big sis?" She said, "I'm your big sis." I said, "Girl, this is YouTube world." But she suffers from kind of some things in her mind, so sometimes things don't make sense to her and you have to explain them. All right, so we got our little tips off. Okay, so let's talk about me, my journey. Oil. That is one of the things I want to talk about. Your girl no longer puts oil in her hair. No longer. In the scalp of my hair. Now, first off, let me say this. When I get finished, I probably will spritz it with a little coconut oil mist. Let me get that. Hang tight. I've had this for quite a while. So when I get finished, I'll probably mist it. Because remember, I'm just taking my hair down after washing it after 2 weeks. So this is like a coconut oil hydrating oil mist. Most likely I'll either spray it in my hand or just spray it in my hair just a little. But other than oil in my scalp, your girl is no longer using oil. And I would have to say, I know for sure, I'm pretty sure it has been a year.
Okay, but before we get too deep into the video, read what rose water and glycerin does for your hair.
Water-based products are the best thing for your locks. I made a mistake in the beginning. At first, I wasn't putting any oil. And then I'm like, I'm black. I need some oil in my hair. Like, who's going to tell me that my hair does not need oil? But you know what? I found out I really don't. And I haven't used it, and my hair has not itched. Now, at first, it was itching because I'm like, you know, I had to go through the stage of not using oil anymore. So let me show you guys what I use. Hang tight. So I got this from Rite Aid. All right, it's a glycerin and rose water. So I had the regular rose water, which I got from Sprouts for like $8.99. I picked this up, must have been $4 or $5. Once again, Rite Aid. So now I'm just pouring this in here. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you right now, baby.
Okay, so I learned something new throughout this video. From what I've read, glycerin is a natural derivative of vegetable oil or healthy fats. So back in the day, you know, your mama, grandma, and them used some vegetable oil. Anyway, so there's still slightly some oil in this product that I got. Okay, you can just use rose water. It works well, but all you need is a little bit of the glycerin infused rose water. It works very well. So there's slight oil in it.
This right here, glycerin and rose water, is definitely working for me. And when I say I spray it all on my scalp, I get busy anytime I feel an itch. And the itch is gone. The rose water I've been using for a while now, the rose water and glycerin, I would have to say probably about 2 or 3 months. And I promise you, for me, I promise, my hair has not been itching. And if I get a little itch, or if I feel like, that kind of feels a little dry, but it's not happening anymore. But I do know that I need some type of hydration in my hair. The main thing, drink plenty of water. Make sure that your water game is so tight You know what I'm saying? Get that water in. You want to clear a whole ocean out, baby, okay? Because I drinks a gallon a day, faithfully. Or I try to, at least 6 days a week. Sometimes I get a little lazy and I might drink a half gallon, all right? But for the most part, I do get in water. I'm not saying have a gallon and half gallon, but get your 8-ounce glasses in daily, okay? So that's the update on not using oil in my hair for a year, okay? Remember, try to use as much water-based products as you possibly can, because remember, locks, we have to be careful because the debris and everything from outside does get caught up in our hair, right? And it's a little harder for us to wash things out. If it gets stuck in this area, it's gonna just get greasy and gooky in there when you have oil in your hair. All right, so I talked about that, and I said, oh, when I got that part, I talked about the lock tips on my ends because of the beach water. I also want to talk about size matters if you are newly locked, or not newly locked, but if you're thinking of getting sister locks or micro locks, whatever. Make sure that, and I've talked about this in other videos, I have a video out there, that the size matters according to your hair. Now in the sister lock world, there's 3 different sizes, and they give us like this little chart, and then you pick the one. But remember, it is according to the hair. So just make sure that your loctician understands your hair, because you may have in mind and say, hey, I want mine really, really, really small. I want the small sister locks. I seen someone else that had some small ones and they was on point. It's definitely goes according to your hair. I don't recommend them really small unless, you know, your hair has low density. Like if your hair is super thin, super fine, you can't really have them too big, like, because it's gonna pull regardless of what with locks. Well, I can't say regardless of what, but if you get them too small, you are going to experience on your edges, it's going to pull your edges. I'm telling you, as it starts to grow and it gets longer, that weight, it's going to pull your edges, okay? Like I said, but if your hair is thin and fine, you have to get smaller locks. Some people may, you understand? Or your loctician may say, hey, I'm gonna give you the bigger ones. I don't know what they're gonna do because they look at your hair, not me, right? So that's the kind of I'm saying. I don't really recommend them small. Once again, according to your hair. Don't y'all get understand, well, how can you say that? I keep saying it's according to your hair, and let your loctician, you know, determine that. And please, please, please remember, don't base someone else's journey on yours. That's a big no-no. Don't do that, because what this person's hair looks like may not be what your hair is going to turn out to look like, because you have different hair. You have a different grade of hair. You know, it could be thick, it could be thin, you could be taking medications. There's so many different factors or variations that could really play a key role in your locks looking like someone else's. So remember, it's your journey. It's your lock journey, not someone else's, okay? Moisture is vital. I think I already talked about that. It is vital. Get that water in. I mean, get it in. And make sure that you are taking a shower is a good thing. Like, you know, like a nice warm shower, steam shower. Putting on a shower cap, like an old school shower cap, that's gonna hold that, you know, moisture in there while you're in the shower, and then you get out and you walk around for a while and you have that moisture, right? And then remember your rose water. I don't have to worry about buildup. All right. Oh, if you're a new person that's locked, I recommend only condition your locks when they are mature. Do not go conditioning your hair when you first get it done. Your loctician will tell you that. Listen, honey, listen. I'm telling you, listen, Linda, listen. The reason why is because it's going to cause slippage. Okay? You don't want slippage. You want, you know, to try to listen to your loctician and get your hair to do what it needs to do to get it to lock. Everyone locks differently. Some people can lock in 6 months. Some it might take a year. Shoot, some it might be 3 months. Once again, it depends on the hair. But listen to your loctician. because conditioner is not your best friend. Matter of fact, they usually don't recommend it until you are fully locked. They'll say wait like a year. Some may say something else, okay? I would say wait a year, but it took a while for me to use conditioner, okay? Also, when you are getting a retie, if you are newly locked and you have been getting reties, now let me tell you about me. When I was getting mine, I'm like, girl, get it tight. I'm like, it's just not tight enough to me. It felt loose, right? Mistake. Remember, this person was not a loctician. She just did my hair. And she didn't know. And she is great. She's still great to this day. So there's no like shade toward her if she happens to be watching this or anything like that. She's great. And she did a great job on my hair. But I'm like, put it tight, put it tight. Because I was going like every 5 to 6 weeks. And I'm like, I felt like I have to come back too often. That was before I was ignorant. I mean, I was ignorant to the fact that things that you don't do and things that you do when you are locked. So I'm like, sis, get it tight, and then I'll come back 7 or 8 weeks, right? But I was faithful. I went and got my hair done all the time. But what was happening, I noticed when she was getting to the crown, oh, it was so sore. I mean, super sore. So I found out later that that was why my hair was, I was getting it done too tight, and it was causing it to be sensitive. I have a very, very, very sensitive scalp, and if you're anything like me, you probably have the same thing, the same exact thing. But all I know is when you get it too tight, it's too tight, all right? So you want to avoid tight or frequent reties. Hold on. As this can cause traction alopecia, and it's painful. So remember, that was one of the things I had. Avoid tight, frequent reties. Of course, the frequency comes according to your loctician, whatever they recommend. But sometimes people do know their hair. It's your journey. So you know about how fast your hair grows once it starts growing. So if they say 5 weeks, then follow the 5 weeks. But if you're saying, you know what, it's really not grown out much, talk to your loctician. Can I wait 6 weeks? Can I wait 7 weeks? 8 weeks is max. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're going longer than 8 weeks, first off, you're having the loctician do more work than they actually should. And I see why these locticians, some of them charge what they charge, because a lot of you all don't come back within your time. So, and then you end up getting charged more, or someone like me has to do your hair, and you're telling me that, oh no, I don't have a lot of new growth, and it's been 5 weeks or 6 weeks, and I look at your head and it look more like 10 weeks. I'm like, okay. So I see why they be charging that transfer fee, because some of you all are not honest about your retie times. Be honest. So now I have it to where I will tell them, this is my price. But if I see or looks like it's been longer, then this is what I'm going to charge you. I typically do not charge that $50 transfer fee, because once I look at the hair and I figure, oh, it's not going to take me any extra time, I don't need to charge them. You know, I'm trying to save people money. But when I look at it and you tell me once again it's been 6 weeks and it looked like it's been 10, sis, I got to put that extra $50 on. Sorry. So be honest, okay? And then also, oh, I said another thing, should I oil my locks every day? There's no need to oil your locks every day, only when they feel dry or brittle. And that's when I talked about having plenty of water. So you do not need to oil your locks every day or spray them every day. Because remember, if you take a shower, some people don't take showers, they take baths, okay? But just, if you are not a shower person, put that shower cap on, put your glycerin, you know, and just walk around and let the moisture sink in. But no, you absolutely do not have to do it every single day. All right, so this is my braid out, and I love it. I'm gonna absolutely love it. Let's turn around for you guys. Oh, you guys, I have this braid is, let's see. So you got one braid, this needs to come down. And I gotta hurry up because I'm off to take my niece and nephew to ice cream, so I can't be on here too long. But I think my braid out turned out absolute gorgeous. gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So there's the braid out. I'm gonna do a 360. Oh, I love it, you all. Like Jean G does. So hopefully you all can see the back. This is my length. As you all know, it's booty length. All right, so I got some booty length locks going on. And then we're just gonna turn to the side, sis. And then we're gonna come to the front, sis. And then the other side, sis. Your girl is locked in. She is loving it. But yet, a little secret, thinking about cutting it. That'll be another video. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm gonna get out of my hair. I hate to see people the whole time they're doing their video and they're in their hair, the whole time, in their hair. Come on now, just get the video done, okay? So at this point, I'm gonna stay out of my hair. I absolutely love it. Hopefully you have loved this video and this braid out reveal. Any questions or anything, drop them comments below. Woo woo! Because your girl may be able to answer, and if she can't answer, she will refer you to your loctician, to your local loctician, to your favorite loctician, whatever you want to call it. But you all, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. It's been real, it's been fun, but your girl is done. Hair, girl got hair, girl got hair, girl is locked. What? Look at that. Look at that. What can you see? Yes, baby. Confidence. If you don't have confidence, let me tell you something. Locks will give you that confidence you need. Go and get you some locks, because the confidence is gonna follow, baby.